Hey guys, how's it going? It is Smalls, and in today's video we're going to be covering Kart Rider Drift. So this is a game that came out about 2-3 weeks ago, and this video is pretty much showing you guys a new game to play. But before we start this video, let me just mention that this is not a Mario Kart ripoff, as while looking on the difference between Kart Rider Drift and Kart Rider Rush is that this game is incredibly popular in Korea, and the character Bazi is as popular as Mario is in the West. So I'm just putting that out there. This is not a Mario Kart ripoff. This is a competitive racer, not a casual racer like Mario Kart. But anyways, let's get straight into the rest of the video on why this game is pretty good. Now, one thing that I did hate is that on release you couldn't even play the game because the developers were making you wait for the preseason, and it took like 2 days I think to actually be able to play the game after the release, which kind of sucked because I waited for months for this game to come out, and when it did I couldn't even play it after a few days later. But there's 2 different modes in this game, at least 2 main modes. The item mode, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people think this is a Mario Kart ripoff, and also they got the speed mode, which is all about skill, and this is the competitive aspect of the game. They even have an esports dedicated to Kart Rider Rush, but this is Kart Rider Drift. I wouldn't be surprised if they do have a competitive scene for this game. I was really surprised when I found that out, but this isn't the main focus of the video. I'm just trying to show you guys a new game to play. Personally, I like the speed mode. The item mode is definitely unique. It doesn't have the same items that, for example, Mario Kart does. They have a nuke, they have shields, they have a load of things. They do have like bananas, for example, but personally I don't really find it that interesting. I like the speed mode, even though it's definitely hard to get a grip on it, like to learn all the mechanics, because the speed mode is all about drifting and speed. The more you drift, the more nitro you get. The more nitro you get, the faster you go. It's really hard. It's an easy to play, hard to master type of game, and it is definitely one of those games where you really have to like learn the mechanics. If not, you're gonna be struggling. They also do have a few settings to help new players, but you can turn those off if you do want a challenge. But this game is somewhat fun, I think, in my personal opinion. I didn't really find it as entertaining as other racing games, but that probably has to do with my internet, because my internet has been bad for the past couple of days. And aside from the different modes, we also got different team modes. So we got solo, which is you against 7 other players. We got duo, which is you against 3 other teams, and we got squad, and it's you against another team, and that's teams of 4. And it is really fun. I personally like duos. I don't like squads because it's only 2 teams and it's not that interesting. I find it pretty boring. They also do have licenses, and if you complete the sets of challenges to get the license, you'll get more difficult maps. So it does take a little bit, I think, for the second license, because you unlock the first one automatically and those are easy maps. But once you get the second one, it does take like 40 minutes to complete, maybe even 30, depending on how hard you find it to complete those challenges. But the more licenses you get, the harder maps you get, and it's honestly really cool. I honestly thought this game was like super easy. I don't get a lot of speed, but once you get to those difficult maps, you'll definitely find it harder to play against these top tier players, because like I said before, this is a very competitive game. And they also got another mode called Time Attack, in which you have to complete a set of challenges in a specific amount of time. They also got a ranked mode for that, and that is where you go against the top 20 ranked players and you have to beat their best time, and that mode is incredibly difficult. It's like mini games and races. They got all sorts of things. I haven't played too much of the Time Attack normal mode, but I have played a little bit of the ranked mode, but that one is incredibly difficult. They also allow you to create custom rooms, which is really fun, especially if you're going to try to play with friends, which is really a nice touch because you don't have to pay for it from what I've seen. And hopefully I'm not wrong on that, because I haven't been able to try out that custom mode. So I just hope they don't charge you for it, because I really hate when games do that, when they charge you for custom rooms, which sucks all around. Now, moving away from the gameplay aspect of the game, let me just say that this game has a battle pass, but I was really surprised because it seems like every game nowadays has a battle pass. you can pay for it. For free players, you get a few things. For Kart Rider Rush, it seems like there is some pay to play aspects in that game, but in this game it doesn't feel that way. There isn't like stats for carts, they just all seem to be cosmetic. They also do have a shop. I think they recently added that, because when the game first released in the first week they didn't have that. The lobby looks incredibly empty, it sucks. And right now they're doing a daily reward event where you get a set of rewards. They also give you coins in the daily rewards event, and with those coins you can buy cosmetic items in the shop. And we also can't forget about the customization screen, so we can change the riders, the carts, the wheels, the license plates, and the emotes. This game is just straight to the point. You got your customization screen, you got your modes, you got your achievements, you got the battle pass, and you got all this stuff that you can do. Obviously the battle pass is really only good if you play a lot and if you spend money. So yeah, that's generally up to you if you want to spend money in the game. But this game is honestly not that bad. Now, this is definitely not game of the year material, just because I'm not really a big fan of this type of game. It's really competitive, you know. I like being competitive, but in a more casual way, if you get what I'm saying. But if you want to try it out, give it a shot. But let me just mention that this is not a Mario Kart alternative. Go play Mario Kart Tour if you want the closest thing to Mario Kart on mobile. This game isn't a party game like Mario Kart is. This is a competitive experience. They even have an esports dedicated to this game, or I think the Kart Rider Rush version of it. But this game might even have a competitive scene in the future, but you won't have a lot of fun playing this game. Maybe I personally don't really have a lot of fun. It's definitely, like I said earlier, an easy to play, hard to master type of game, so it's gonna be hard getting used to the mechanics. But this game is not that bad, you know. It's not gonna be in my radar too often. I'm probably not gonna even last playing this game too long, as it wasn't really my favorite game, to say the least. You know, I'm not really a big fan of racing games, but I'll play it every once in a while, so it's up to you whether you want to play this game or not. I definitely recommend it though. This game just wasn't for me, but I definitely do recommend it. It's a pretty good game. It's pretty polished. I would say I haven't really experienced a ton of glitches, but if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a comment down below so more people can find this video. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Feelin, show me your with it. Iced out teeth, she loves when I grin it.
You know I'ma tell you what to do.